Mm. What's going on, guys? See, Juan and Daniel made it. How y'all doing today? Man, I was wiped out over the last couple of days. I needed to sleep, and I'm not gonna lie, I slept good. That's probably the best I slept all year. I tell you, ain't nothing like a new bed. Go ahead and get you a new bed. Walmart's got a really good bed on sale for about $150. Uh, and then you got to pay $150 for the frame, I believe. But it's worth it, man. Get the metal frame. They got a metal frame there. I just noticed. So for about $300, you can get you an outstanding bed. But to do that, to make it comfortable, you gotta get the 3 or 4 inch foam and just put on top of your mattress, and then put your sheets over that. But I suggest getting the bed cover that waterproofs your bed. That way you won't never stain your bed. Those things work great. Buy them at Walmart. They're cheap. I think they're like 20, $30, whatever, for a queen size. It's worth the money though. And then on top of that, put your sheet. And let me tell you, when you sleep on that, oh God, it's like a dream. And I ain't done my pillows yet, but I got the same thing for my pillows. The water cover for the pillows, and then go the opposite way and put on your pillow covers, your sheets or whatever over that. But you don't really need it. I mean, I like a firm bed, so now I don't really need all of that. But I mean, if you want to sleep a little softer per se, then you go out and get your 3 or 4 inch foam put over it. 2 inch will work just fine, really. But whatever fits your budget. Michelle Obama was talking about how expensive it was to live in the White House. For what? You're not paying for nothing. You're living scot free. What the hell is she talking about? Expensive it is to live in the White House. Oh, poor things had to buy food and pay for travel. Absolutely, you don't. You don't have to pay for travel. That's a lie. Uh, the vehicles are provided for them along with the driver and the escort, security service. There's nothing you need. And so what? You got to pay for your food. What the fuck? Hell, if you ain't paying rent and you're making that kind of fucking salary, you're living at the top of the life, man. What are you talking about? You're living like a fucking millionaire. Only you probably got better security. $70 million. I think he made more like over $100 million while he was president, but however much it was, yeah. Yeah. And she forgot to mention how long her dick was, right? Let's not forget about that. Turn that down, music down. Yeah, I'm fixing to go off on somebody a lot of people like for a lot of good reasons. Oh yeah, and I put it this way: he's the guy behind White Lives Matter in America and Brexit. And but he thinks he knows it all, but he don't know it all. And some of his ideas are just unfounded. It may work against college students, but it's not going to work against people like the real working class people. And this is where he's lacking right there. So I'm fixing to go off on this cocksucker just because he needs it. He needs an eye opener. But he got his token black girl over there, Brexit, running that shit. What did you think about Donald Trump's U.S. UK trade deal? I can tell you, I like the trade deal. I really do. Because it frees up the tariffs on our products going into the UK. That's why. It's more of a fair trade thing. In fact, that's what it is. Uh, they waive all the tariffs on our vehicles going there, and we waive all the tariffs on their vehicles coming into America. That's a pretty fair deal, even though I would rather see more competition. I would like to see a trade deal between the United States and Russia because I love those Russian trucks. Now, I don't have enough money to buy one, but if I did, I would love to buy several of those things. Some of the companies that make these trucks in Russia, those things are the absolute best civilian pickup trucks money can buy. That's all there is to it. You don't know you've been at work. Oh, okay. You're tired of all the little uh, white queers prancing around. What about the black queers and the Mexican queers? Man, they got them all over the place with every race. They're always going to be there. You might as well get used to it. If you don't like them, avoid them. It's pretty simple. You know, It's not like they're going to live a nice full life. Most of them. Some of them might if they're lucky, but most of them won't. Most of them will die early from a bad venereal sexually transmitted disease. Just educate your people about them and move on. You know, to each their own there. Every asshole in America buys foreign vehicles. Is that going to change finally? Oh, I don't know if that's going to change. We've been through this before in a way, and but we'll see. I mean, I prefer to buy American, but I don't know. I mean, there's some good competition out there for your higher end trucks that we're not getting. Uh, if and when I'm able to move to Africa, for example, uh, I'm gonna buy some Russian trucks because they're better. They're better than the Cadillac truck. That big high end, that nice 4-wheel drive fucking Cadillac truck. Yeah, it can't even touch a Russian truck's ass, as far as I'm concerned. Looks wise, they're a beast, and performance wise, they're okay. But Russia makes the best pickup trucks in the world. I'd put one of their trucks up against any other truck any day of the week in terms of longevity. They simply last. They can take a beating, and that's what you want in a truck. Nothing else fucking matters as long as it's got plenty of power in the motor. And those Russian trucks do. They come with plenty of power. So why would you not want to buy one? Toyota puts one out, but they don't have the power. They have the power for the size of the engine because they got the best engine on the market right now. But I foresee other companies catching up to them. I'll put it that way. Um, Ford is already working on a new engine, a couple of them actually, but Ford makes a really good high end truck. I probably wouldn't mind owning a Ford higher end pickup truck. Chevy's kind of lacking in that department, I think. I think Chevy could do better in that department. Uh, England don't have anything worth a fuck in terms of pickup trucks. They suck dick. But I would say Cadillac and Ford and Mack truck. Mack makes probably as good a truck as Russia. If any company out there does, Mack truck is probably number one in America. I wouldn't mind owning a few of those. But Mack makes a hell of a good pickup truck. All 4-wheel drive and all that. You should look up Mack's 4-wheel drive pickup truck. That thing is absolute beast, and it is the number one 4-wheel drive pickup truck in the market in the United States. If I were going to compete anything against the Russian pickup trucks, it would definitely have to be a Mack. In fact, Mack may be the only pickup truck as good as a Russian pickup truck. Now, I do want to hit on another topic. The TP signal boosters. I don't know if anybody out there owns one or uses them. If you use them the way you're told to use them, they don't work. They're a piece of shit. But there's a way to use them that makes them absolutely fantastic. And this is why I have a problem with certain products. TP does not put this information out. It's fucking amazing. It's astounding. You got to Google it to find it. You just ate shepherd's pie. That's pretty good. Yeah, good old fashioned man food. Yeah, shepherd's pie is it's really good, and you can spruce it up in a lot of ways. Put you some peas and carrots, and maybe some sweet onion in there, or red onion. Pretty good. But if you have a TP range extender, let me tell you how to hook it up. Oh, hold on. Hello, baby.
Yeah, Bobby.
Oh, you just caught me live streaming. You always do that. That's okay.
After your live stream call.
Yeah, you don't want to talk?
No, let's talk. I think that you abuse it.
With that information when I do that.
Okay.
Okay. Now, huh?
Did you get the message from the TV? The one where you are going to purchase the TV?
Oh, no, I'll look at it later. Hello, Sexy Star. Hello, Wine. So, no, but I'll look at all that when I get done live streaming. Okay. You want to say hi to everybody?
Let me say hi. Oh. Good morning, everyone. Hi. Hi, everyone.
Well, I'm just saying hi to you, turkeys.
Before I tell you what. Yeah. We know we'll be fixing. We don't like that. You know.
Who's that, Emmanuel?
No, Emmanuel is house. I fix it.
Who's talking?
It's my friend, but she have gone outside.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, good morning. I'll holler at you in a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, that was a station identification break. Who's that beautiful woman? That's Mariama in Sierra Leone. My future wife, Goofy. Okay, I'll tell her later you said hi. She likes knowing that somebody listened. But anyway, with the TP signal booster, the Wi-Fi booster, if you will, all you got to do is Google TP Wi-Fi booster app. Okay, don't use Nighthawk. If you use Nighthawk, it's not going to work. Now, there is a way to make it work, I think, but I've done it before, but it is a pain in the fucking ass, and you don't want to do it. Just trust me. Go to TP booster app and download that sucker, and it will walk you right through it. You'll be hooked up that fucking quick. You go to the app, you connect with your fucking TP booster, and you tell it you want to connect with that fucking Wi-Fi over there, and it connects that fucking quick, and then boom, you're up and running. And be sure to use the same password for your booster that you use on your router. So when you connect it with your router, all you got to do is use that password on your TP signal booster, and you're connected. I mean, it's pretty quick. But I don't know why TP doesn't put that information out there. They tell you to go use Nighthawk, and Nighthawk ain't worth the fuck. My lucky man. In some ways I'm lucky, in some ways maybe not so, but yeah. So, but Charlie Kirk is a dumb motherfucker in a lot of ways. He never finished college anyway because he's too fucking stupid. And if he thinks being a motivational speaker is going to earn him money the rest of his life, he's wrong. It does not last. It won't last. There's going to be people come along that are smarter than he is. And I'm probably one of them. I don't know. But he's smart. Now, don't get me wrong. He's smart in a lot of ways. He's very smart. But he cuts off people a lot of times without giving the proper answer to shit, if you notice that. And because he doesn't have the answer to everything. He thinks that if you're homeless, you could just go to Section 8 housing and you get housing. It don't work that way. See, he's never lived that way. He's never been homeless, so how the fuck would he know? See, he's never explored that from any angle. So he does not know. He just Googles it. Oh, there's the answer to that, and there's your fucking answer. The fact of the matter is, not everybody can get Section 8 housing. Only about 20% of the homeless people can get it. There's not enough vouchers out there for people to get housing. So that's not your fucking answer on how to house homeless people. So he does not have the fucking answer for that. He does not know how to put people back to work and get them to working and housed if they're homeless. He doesn't know that it's not working, and that our current process for that is really, it doesn't work. And on that angle alone, I can tell him that he's a fucking idiot. That would be a good way to describe Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk is a spoiled little fucking brat who thinks he has all the fucking answers, but he don't. I run into spoiled little brats all the time. Spoiled brats is probably the number one problem in the United States. I always try to give them the right advice, and that seems to help most of them along the way. But that advice is ducking your tail between your leg and moving back in with your parents. And if you got to obey their fucking rules, then okay, go obey their rules. If you own your fucking house and somebody was living with you, even your own children or your family, you would expect them to abide by your fucking rules, right? Yeah. Well, okay then. It's not that fucking difficult, is it? So you do that, and then you go make a life for yourself, and then eventually you'll make enough money you can move out on your own. Maybe buy your own fucking house. Maybe not. Not everybody's that fortunate. You know, in America, I would say probably 60% of America do not have a decent family they can move in with and live with until they can sprout wings and fly along on their own, right? Same thing with Tucker Carlson. Yes, I would agree to that. Same problem with Tucker Carlson. Crockett runs the Dems. Oh, I don't know. You could say a lot of people run the Dems. Crockett is probably one of your front runners, for sure. I'm about wiped out though. Let's go play. I'll tell you, I'm drinking some good drink though. This is a mango margarita, and it tastes really good. I got some blueberry over there too. Hell, if I know you, stop by. Maybe well whenever you want, and I'll share some with you. Mm. But yeah, my my internet, it's weird. On the same day I got my bed, my internet quit working. And what it was a combination of things. Number one, Spectrum fucking sucks. But number two, the biggest problem was my signal booster. But once I Googled, I thought I was going to go buy a new one later on today. I really did. And but it wasn't going to be this kind, I can tell you that. And but when I Googled TP booster and how to really connect it, man, it went by so fast. Man, I'm happy all over again. So that's why I'm coming to you live and I have a good connection. If it weren't for that, if I hadn't been smart enough to actually Google that, then I wouldn't even be live right now. And if I went live, it would have been my computer via Bluetooth link to my cell phone, probably. But here is Stratego. I have different setups. So let's go try it out. Let's see how we do tonight.
Fleet managers waste thousands of dollars each year due to inefficient asset tracking. Equipped with the latest technology,
Can't believe they fucking. There you go with the ads and shit. Look at my shit, man. It's all fucked up, ain't it? Fuck, man. I gotta redo my shit, man. There we go. You gotta turn that on. Reverse piece ranking. At least I do. And but it still is not gonna work until next round. There we go. You click it around now. It's how I normally like it. Oh, I got him on a 3. What luck. You fucking idiot. You're mine, bitch. I own your fucking ass. I'll find your two bits. What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boy, bad boy. I'm gonna take a few of these pieces. I hope you don't mind. I still got to worry about it's 3. On here, it's going to say 8. Just 3. Now I know where his 3's at. Hey, this 3's gonna do me some damage. I gotta stay away from that. This fucking thing here, boy. And that is Spectrum. Fucked up internet. Thank you, sissy. I know that's his 5. He was trying to hide it earlier, but I already saw it, so I don't know why he's trying to hide it. I have one more 6 than he does, so we're going to even out across the board here. And I had 2 more 7s than he does. So he is losing the game. He does have a spy, so I can kind of neglect out my ace. But we'll see.
Playing a good game. Yeah, that's all I needed, baby. Much appreciated, dumbass.
He's playing a good game, but I'm better. Now what you gonna do, bitch? Say bye to your spy. Ouch. Yeah, go throat, baby. Hit it. You know you want to hit it. There you go. Good game, baby. Yeah, that's how we do it in Texas, motherfucker. We just straight up kick your fucking ass. Yeah, you can't hang with that. Had to pour me some more of this mango margarita, baby. Man, this shit is delicious. The blueberry's even better, really, I think. But this ain't bad. This ain't bad at all. Mango, mango margarita. Hold on, man. Mmm. It's okay because Glenn Beck said so. Glenn Beck's okay. You know, I never have really had a problem with Glenn Beck. To be honest with you. I mean, he's a little spoiled too, but at least he's more down to earth, and he got a fucking brain. You know, he's not one of them puppet pampered motherfuckers that can't think beyond the realm of his existence. And I'll tell you what I attribute that to is Glenn Beck has friends. When you have friends teach you shit. They just teach you things. And that is what you need to have to become a wise person, to be honest with you. So it's very important to have good friends. Very important. But the key of that word is good friends. Mm. It's a little bit tangy, but I think they use a little bit of a product that's in overabundance, which is your orange. What do you call it? That fucking inner shell, the white part. They use that in a lot of products. Sherbet, fucking orange drinks, but it's too citrusy. That's the problem with it. And I will never use that product in anything I ever produce in the future. I can promise you that. If I use mango, it's only going to be the fruit of the mango, and that's it. outside of that, it's a pretty damn good drink. Whew, a little bit tangy. A little bit tangy. And I think the reason they use that is to try to curb the 38% alcohol that it has, which is fine. I get that. But they use a little bit too much of that shit. And I think if they use more of the mango, the actual mango, ripe mango, that it would overcome that easily. But they're not using enough of the pulp. That's what they use. They use too much fucking pulp in that shit. And the pulp that they're using comes from other fruits. It don't come from mango. Mango don't have a lot of pulp, and that's why. So when you taste a lot of pulp in a mango drink, they mix the orange mango or even some other type of fruit mango pulp or fruit pulp into the mango drink. And they're using way too much in this product. And they really need you to let the mango ripen, because when you do that, you get the red part of the mango, which will overcome the alcohol easy. And that produces a good product. But this product here is about the best you can get at the store without making it yourself. And so that's the problem with that. But if you get a good, just pure alcohol and you mix it with your own mango in a blender and use about, I would say about 28%, 25 to 28% alcohol, you'll end up with a much better tasting drink overall. And you got plenty of alcohol at 25%. Shit. So I don't know why they do that, but they do. It's just the way it is. Woo, I won a game of Stratego online. Yeehaw. And that was a good, hard fought fucking game there. I tell you, it was a hard fought game. But he got desperate. And he didn't have to, but he got desperate because he didn't want to move his other pieces. Because he didn't have a lot of other pieces left. He done lost most all his sevens. I think he had 1 7 left. And he just really thought my bombs were over in the corner when they weren't, because I didn't move too many of those pieces. And so he basically just overthought the situation, which is what that strategy is set up for, by the way. And but it was a good game nonetheless, right? Yeah. All right, guys. Sorry about that. I just wanted to come online so y'all know I'm still doing good. I'm still here, and God forbid I skip like 3 days not going live stream. When I go live stream, everybody goes fucking hysterical. Like, oh my God, where have you been? I thought you were dead. I mean, like, fuck, are you okay? Are you sick? What happened? I mean, shut the fuck up, right? But that's part of being a podcaster, that you have to continue to podcast. You can't, if you don't podcast like at all, you become irrelevant. So I don't think I would. I could skip a month, 3 months without live streaming and then go live stream. And I would probably get a whole lot more people viewing my live stream. But that's okay. I don't need to go that route to do that. That's called a ploy. And I don't need ploys to do that. So I'm not worried about that. But I'm doing fine, guys. I will be fine. And God bless you. And y'all have a wonderful night, wonderful morning, and a wonderful day. How about that?